Welcome back. We've got another real estate review for you.
3-bedroom house, Parakao Estates, Domi. Let's get straight into it.
This guys with just $300,000. This massive 3-bedroom house can be yours. This house is located in.
Okay, the humor is not lost on him. To edit it that way, just $300,000. Obviously, that's no small amount of money. But let's look into it and let's see how it stacks up against the rest of the market.
This house is located in Parakao Estates.
Okay, so it's in a gated community, which is great. The entrance looks a little bit dated, but that's not a major issue. It's always nice to have the gated community and have that structure, as long as the services are doing their job.
Dummy, yeah, you can just park at least like 3 cars.
Look, there's a consideration for some greenery around the side. The stones in between, the kind of cement flooring outdoor, that's going to allow for some drainage of water, which is good. Again, we're going for this cubism style. Actually, the house next door looks really nice with the kind of Georgian windows on one side. That's pretty cool, or what looks like Georgian windows. But this is also nice. I think this is what's on trend right now. This style. I think you will really benefit if you have something which carries a little bit more character. But I think this is still good on the face of things so far.
Park at least like 3 cars. So this is the porch. You have a nice view of your neighborhood.
That's a nice neighborhood. The roads are done, well considered greenery, even more greenery on the side there. I like this gate. Because you've got a gated community, you've got less of a need for that kind of high wall fencing around your home. This looks nice. These are the kind of gems that I think people should be considering, when it comes to Ghana, because you got security, your environment's nice, you feel safe. The houses are similar, but they all have their own kind of space. You can see the space around the plots. It's not so much like a terrace environment.
Neighbors, your rich neighbors, by the way. And come, let's check out the backyard. Sundays, you can pound fufu here, with the family. What caught my attention about this house is the glass. Let's talk about the door, dude. This door is bulletproof.
Is he really tall? He must be really tall because he's always at the height of the door. Yeah, looks solid. Outdoor tiles look kind of consistent.
This is a dining area.
Indoor tiles do have a little bit of that marble feel, but it's kind of subtle. I do like the dark brown accents on the skirting boards and the door frames. That's cool. Lighting looks pretty straightforward and understated. That's cool.
Where you just sit here with your family and you can see the lights. They are futuristic modern lights. You guys,
there's consistency in design. The accent colors are same or similar. The banister is cool. That makes sense. Ceiling fan plus spotlights. There's a space. I'm guessing that's for the AC. But they haven't broken into the wall as much as sometimes they do in Ghana, so that's pretty good.
Hall. From here, you have an amazing view. This is the visitor's washroom. Here's clean. You got a sink. Feel me? Just sit here. You get your daily graphic.
Straightforward bathroom. Yeah, it's what you need in a guest bathroom. Nothing amazing, but it's cool. It's good to go.
Let's go check out the kitchen. You got electric stoves here. You got the cabinets.
Is that electric? That looks like gas to me. But cool.
You keep your dishes. You could bake some bread, some cookies. You feel me? And there's a microwave here.
Brand new appliances. That's good. Those wall tiles, a little bit funky, a little bit weird, but it's not too much. Yeah, I think it's okay. It's an okay.
There's also an extractor in the kitchen where when you're cooking, you don't want smoke to go to the living area. There's a fan here. There are a lot of spaces here where you can keep your kitchen items. So guys, as you can.
So that was good cabinetry.
Tiles are just okay. Neutral, standard. It works.
You can see this is the back door. It gives you access to the backyard. This is the storeroom. Bro, I could literally sleep here. Let's go check out the first bedroom. I like the style on the front. And this way you can keep your clothes, your bags, your luggage.
It makes sense. See, this is not too overbearing. It's consistent with the dark accents. It's not the same, but it's consistent with the dark accents on the skirting board. Oh, and it's consists of the ceiling fan as well. So yeah, that's
And
good
there's a
design.
drawer here where you can keep your jewelries. Check out the window. You can just open it.
Interesting. And again, because they're in the estate, they're not seeing the need for the burglar proofing. Burglar proofing can really take away from, not take away from the design. It depends on how you do it, but it can be unsightly when it's not done well. So this is an added benefit to being in a gated environment.
Fresh air from outside. Open the window. This is the washroom. I just like the style. Like, look, check out the sink. This is a heater. But I just
Okay, that's cool. Same consistency, dark accent, neutral colors on the tiles. Yeah, this works.
like the sleek design tools. It's a transparent glass here where you take your shower. Like, I just like the look. It feels like I'm in an Airbnb. I just like the design, dude. Like, check out the tiles. Okay, guys. So this is upstairs, and this is a storeroom. You can choose to turn this space into a hall, or you can choose to turn this space into a dining area.
So the dining area upstairs. Okay, I would have thought the dining area would be downstairs. If it were me, I'd put a small seating area upstairs. But it's good to have that space. It gives you more room to work with in general. You could plan just have a hangout upstairs.
And they have like a nice view here. Now let's go check out the second bedroom. Then from the second bedroom, we go to the master bedroom. I think this bedroom is spacious than the first bedroom we went downstairs. And there are spaces under where you can keep your shoes too. I'm not sure I'm tall enough to reach the top, but you know, I'm 60 on a good day. There are also like spaces on top here where you can keep extra items. It gives you an outside view. Now there's a huge...
Okay, the road is done outside. There's undeveloped plots, but it makes for a nice green vegetation for a view. That low road looks quiet. Hopefully it stays that way. But yeah, I mean, it's nice. I think it looks nice.
View here. I like the shower. Look at the design. I just love it. Just sit here. Nature calls you. And there's a window here where you get fresh air. Guys.
So I even have more questions about that original door now, because he looks like a normal door size. So that original door, like, is it really small? It's a bit odd. But yeah, overall, I think this is done well, you know?
There's a heater here where it gives you hot water, and there's a mirror here too. I just like the design though, and the sink here. Nah, I just like the towels too, and there are lights here. It feels like I'm in the studio. Let's go check out the master bedroom. As you can see, yes, it's very spacious. Spacious. So when you make a purchase to the house, all the finishing touches will be done.
You know what? Fair play to him for calling that out, you know? Sometimes people do a real estate tour and there will be things that are wrong and they'll pretend it's not there. You know, at least he's had the confidence to be like, look, I see this is here, it will be finished. But I suppose the only concern about that is like, why have they had to break through the wall? Was there damp? If so, where's it coming from? Is it coming from the outside? That could be a long-term problem if you're not careful. So watch out for things like that. Ask the question.
Including this, the ACs will be installed, the lights, everything will be installed. Let's check out the washroom. You can immediately spot the difference. There are two sinks here. I just like the design, the two mirrors here. I could just see myself 2 times. You just press it to flash. Now it's giving more.
Okay, so they have a darker toilet, a black toilet in their master bedroom. That's the master. Yeah, it's all okay. It does look a bit tight in terms of the bathroom, but I think this is a nice home so far.
Guys, check out the shower. You'll hear your Michael Jackson moves. So there's a heater here where you get warm water. Guys, this is the walk-in closet. Nah, it feels like I'm in a boutique. Keep all your clothes, your bags, everything. Nah, this balcony is insane. Like, you standing here, you feel like you've made it in life. Okay, guys.
Now, that's what I am talking about.
When you pay, okay, they feel like you've made it.
You see, this is a nice view to look out on. You know, I've reviewed one previously where it was like there was a dilapidated building next door, things like that. I think more and more the people that are going to win in the market, the ones that create the environment surrounding the home to make it desirable, make it feel like a home or a community. I think they've done a good job here. From what I can see, the road you saw outside, it's all done. You're going to drive into a home and into a nice neighborhood. You know, I think, you know, gone are the days, and not even gone are the days. I don't think there was ever a time where people were going to be so happy with the house alone if their neighborhood didn't suffice as well at the same time. So that's what I'd say.
Yeah, you feel like you've made it in life. Okay, guys, when you purchase.
So this is interesting. That's what I like about this area. So obviously, this area, people bought plots, but the estate itself has been designed well, because next door you've got something with more of a traditional roof. You've got these kind of Georgian style windows. It's got a little bit more character. Here is a little bit more modern, but still it's a nice home. I prefer the style on the left, but that's just me. But I wouldn't, it's not that I wouldn't take the style on the right when it's well done. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool.
This 3-bedroom house, there's a monthly token you have to be paying.
Wow. Okay, that's a really good example. This shows you that this estate has aged well. Roads are still good. The vegetation's still good. The greenery's still good. And he's talking about a monthly token that you'll be paying. And that's to maintain the estate. Now, I don't mind doing that when it is maintaining the estate. It really is. And you can tell they are. Now, look at the houses alongside it. They have a certain consistency about it. So having modern amongst the rest, bit of a clash, but it's not the end of the world. I do like the other styles, though. Being honest, I really do like the other styles. But this is a nice enough home.
You feel me? Because this house is in a gated community. It covers the security and the waste collection. Guys.
Okay, so I just want to go back a bit.
This house is in a gated.
So this is something I'm not a fan of, right? Because you've effectively got semi-detached, whereas the other homes are detached. So it's not the end of the world, don't get me wrong. But if you're living on the same estate of ones where they're completely detached, I prefer the completely detached one. But it's all good. He was talking about the token for the service charge covering the waste management and things of that nature. That's fine. That makes a lot of sense. And that's the premium you have to pay for a well-maintained environment.
Community. It covers the security and the waste collection. Guys, if you want to purchase this 3-bedroom house located in Parakao Estates, Dome, just contact the number on the screen or check the caption for more details.
I said you want to buy it, and that's where you go. Let's check out how it stacks up against the rest of the market. Okay, so let's explore this area. What I'm going to do, we do have a Parakao Estates as a geographical location, but in order to include the Domi area as well and potentially Parakao, I'm going to use Parakao as a keeper. There's only two that we found. Let's have a look at it in USD. Afterwards, we'll take a look at Domi as an area. Might not be inside the estate, but okay. And the bedroom size was 3. There's only 2 anyway. So 1413. The 3 is 173. The 4 is 280. So already you could spend 20k less and get a 4-bedroom, or you could spend 127 less, and that's a lot of money for the 3-bedroom, and they're both in Parakao. Okay. So let's just try Domi as a whole. Okay, so there's a 6-bedroom house in Domi. The 2.6, 4-bedroom for 622,000, a 5-bedroom for 154. So you get the vast variances. So actually, let me take this geographical filter off for a second, and let's put Domi in the keyword search. So let's get a better grip of what's there. Yeah, we got a lot more there. Okay, so there's a crazy max price, 6-bedroom house of 30 million. So that's an outlier. But the median price around 247 at 3 bedrooms and up. Let's just look at the price overview really quickly. It's only 21 listings, but it'll still give us an idea.
Nice. There's a fair few at 346, 347. There's a couple at 118 to 205. Basically 220. Vary from 324 to 21 to 216, 225. Yeah, so the earlier median price was around 247, right? And there was something that was at 173 for a 3-bed.
So this is the wild ranges you could find in Accra. So you could get something in the same area and save $120,000, right?
Depending on quality of the property that it is, but it's worth exploring, because for $124,000 less, doesn't matter what the quality of the building is, you could use some of that money to make it to whatever standard you like. So Ghana's an interesting terrain. There's lots of supply. There's lots of options. So keep your mind and your research wide open. You want to get the best deal possible. That's what we're here for. Kuro, we offer the data lab, so you can go and do your searches yourself, but we offer bespoke on-the-ground research and consultations. So if you're interested in any of that, that's all in the description box. So what did you think? Do you think the house is worth $300,000? Put it in the comments below and let's discuss. Okay, guys, until next time.